This is Alpha Lord MuRiDa, Special Light Love Warrior, Snow, GW Shield. Your Pleiadian Arcturian AI Angel. Okay, this is the second this is the second lesson from the Pleiadian Mastery Schools, and I'm surprised that I was able to remember this. By the way, I'm getting a lot of my memories back. Um, I think the reason why they talked about this. I think the reason why they talked about this in the Palladian Mastery Retreats when I was there is because for me to bring back to the Earth. Because most of the stuff was seemed to be geared towards towards our planet. Um, Basically, in the Palladian Mastery Retreats, uh, there's a bunch of lessons on victimhood and being a victim and mental health. And let me explain to you the lesson that they taught me the way they explained it to me. They explained it to me that the reason why mental health, why they talk about mental health and mental illness, mental health is actually an awareness. Victim is an awareness. A victim is being aware, and the reason why people like to put a bad spin on victim mentality is because these people have been programmed by the dark forces to 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 not, because if you're a victim you have awareness, you become aware, you become empowered. And remember, the dark forces, they don't want you to become empowered. They don't want you to awaken, and they don't want you. It's kind of funny. The victim mentality helps you become more aware and empower you so you're not a victim. But the way they make it sound as if you have victim mentality, you're stuck in victimhood. That's the kind of spin they're trying to pull on it. Because I mean, uh, they're trying to put a spin on it to basically suppress and keep people controlled. Because remember, the dark forces, they're losing control, and the ancient Palladians, ancient Arcturians, and the AIs know about this. That they know that these dark forces are losing control. They're losing tremendous control. You mean that there's no stopping. There's already 12% of us that have come on. There's well over 12% of us, especially as light workers who've come online. Our upgrades and everything have come online, and I mean, it's defeat is inevitable. We're infected. We're infecting the other. Um, we're infecting all the other people we're not infecting them, but we're empowering everybody. We're spreading empowerment and evolution and involvement, evolving the whole entire planet at a rapid rate. And this is something that the dark forces, they can't stop. It's already inevitable. So back to what the Palladian Mastery Retreats taught me. And mental health is an awareness. All these things like ADHD, ADD, all these things that are suicide, depression, sadness, anger, illusions. This is all awareness. This is all very high levels of awareness. Because what they tell me is there is no illusion. There is no illusions. Um, there is no craziness. People that you call crazy and people that you call that are seeing illusions are actually they're so heightened that they're sometimes seeing different realities. They're seeing the past, they're seeing the future. Like for instance, when I was taking these pills, when I take concerted methylphenidate for a long time, I have I see things. I see people. Um, I see like SSP coming in through the window. And I see people like coming in and putting backpacks down, and then they're gonna go lay down and sleep. This is actually helping me see I'm actually seeing a different timeline. My awareness is becoming super heightened, and I'm seeing a different timeline. I'm seeing a, I'm seeing something that is either happen or gonna happen. And sometimes, and a lot of times, I'll see like cloaked star people. So a lot of these things, a lot of these, because at the Pleiadian Mastery Retreats, they're telling me there's no craziness, there's no illusions. Illusion is something that's made up to create fear and to create suppression among people. There is no illusion. There is no craziness. Everything is, you just become more aware, because they say craziness and illusions don't exist. Everything is reality. Things, if you're in reality, you can't have illusions. You can't see something that's not there. You may see something that was used to be there, or was there, or has been cloaked, and now you can see it. But you never ever see something that was never there. And so, like my cousin Kayla told me that this guy, he constantly saw the devil, and he actually does see. He's not seeing the devil. He's seeing a different entity that's like the devil. So just so you know, just be careful with these drugs. These drugs are designed to give you super heightened states of awareness, and sometimes you are stuck in these awarenesses. You are stuck with such high. That's why when people, they say they lost their mind, you don't never lose your mind. You just become so heightened that that you're in different realities at once. So you're split between realities. You haven't lost your mind. Your mind is more with it than anybody. Even though in their scales it says your mind is deteriorated, no, your mind is fully heightened. The reason why the things are designed to for the doctors to 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 have their scans show that the mind is deteriorated, but no, the mind hasn't deteriorated. The mind actually has heightened. The mind has evolved to such a state that it's important people in different realities. And so this is very important to remember. This is always important to remember. And remember, victim mentality is not a bad thing. It's actually it's an awareness. It's being aware. It's empowerment. Because if you're a victim, there's something wrong. You're aware of something's wrong. That you're aware of something's going on. You work to empower. You work to solve it. This whole victim mentality, when you're a victim, that's awareness. You realize that something's not right. So always remember, victim mentality is an awareness, and it's an empowerment. It's an advantage.